I haven't a clue who anybody is, and it's always like walking into a room full of strangers. They don't look the same when you look at them. I mean, not at all. But afterwards, there's no memory of it. There's no way of referring back to it. I've been aware that I haven't recognised faces all my life.
Prosopagnosia is also referred to as face blindness, and it's a cognitive condition characterised by a severe deficit in recognising faces. There are two different forms of prosopagnosia. So there's an acquired form, and in this case, people have suffered a neurological injury or neurological trauma, and they can no longer recognise faces. The second form is a developmental form, and in this case, people have just simply failed to develop these normal face processing skills. In typical face processing, within the fusiform gyrus is a part of the brain just behind your right ear, referred to as the fusiform face area. And this fusiform face area activates specifically in response to faces. We now believe that developmental prosopagnosia may affect around 2 to 2.9% of the adult population. So perhaps 1 in 50 people may suffer from this developmental form of face blindness.
I was at Cowes during Cowes Week, and I was just leaning on the railings below the Royal Yacht Squadron, watching the yachts come in, and this very charming old chap, dressed in really scruffy sailing gear, came up and leant on the rail beside me. And we had a bit of a banter and chat about the boats and so on. And I said, "Have you been sailing today?" And he looked a bit surprised. He said, "Yeah, I have actually." I said, "How well did you do? Did you do well?" And he said, "Yes, we came in second." He said it wasn't too good, but we came in second. And then we had a bit more of a banter and a chat. And then eventually he shambled off up to the club, and I went back to my hotel. And as I went into the foyer, on the table was the local newspaper with a big photograph of this same man and a headline saying, "Duke of Edinburgh comes in second." I suddenly thought, oh yes, that's it. I didn't recognise him at all.
For researchers, it's very interesting to hear these experiences in the real world, because it highlights how severe the difficulties can be and how important it is for us to be able to find potential treatments and remedies for these difficulties.
It must be very demoralising to talk to somebody for a long time and for them just to walk past you and not recognise you. And I feel very bad about that. So for that reason, I would like to find some way of getting over it.
There are many people out there, potentially 1.5 million people in the UK alone, who suffer from developmental prosopagnosia, and they may not know it. They may not know that this is a disorder, it's known, it's recognised, and we're trying to do things to help them.